Buenos dias. Did you go in here already?
No.
But you looked for it. It looks closed. Oh, goody. Oh, God. I already don't want to go at all. This is scaring me. Here we go.
Nobody here.
I hear voices though. Don't worry, I'm not naked. Ah! See? Okay. This is less exciting. Oh, what have you done? You're at your favorite bar and you're right, the cats are naked. Okay. Wait. Let's go right at the bottom. Ah! I'm at the naked bar in Zipolite, and I wanted to introduce you to my new best friend, the one and only Lucifer. Why would they call this beautiful cat that awful name? And all the cats also have to be naked, so don't take it personally. We're in the streets. Wow, look at the hair. We're in Zipolite in the evening. We're at the naked fucking bar. And anyway, let's look. Oh yeah. Look at all the dogs. Hi! Hi! Another hipster. Where are you going? Where are you going? We came to a random bar. Oh shit, the lighting is terrible. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. And there's people dancing down there. It's really freaking cute. We're trying to blend in with the locals. Buenos días, amigo. Sí, camarones. Gracias. Buenos dias, you guys. It's super early. We just had breakfast. I think it's 8:30. Not super early, but you know what I mean. And it's already about 1 trillion degrees. Anywho, they're doing some heavy-duty drilling right outside of my suite. Oh my god, there's some turkey vultures right there. Anyway, I'm going down to the beach because it's really loud. Bye. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in Greece. So apparently there's a... Oh my god, don't look... Let's shoot from above, right? Yeah, like I said, it's fucking hot. It is so hot, and like the dude that owns the hotel we're staying at, the guest house, beautiful man. Oh god, what a guy. He's like agreeing with me that it's freaking hot. There's a whole different world in Vallarta. At this time of year, obviously, the low season has begun because of the heat. And here I have found this gorgeous tiny little beach. Let's go for a wander. Oh my God, look at this. This is our little tiny beach. There's a dude out there fishing. This kicks ass. I basically have my own private beach, who knew? And it's clothing optional. You're allowed to go nude here and all the way to the end of Zipolite. I'm not gonna dive in and go swim out or anything, but I like the sit down and let a wave roll over your head kind of thing, get cooled off. And seriously, the minute you get out, it's already hot. So I went on a trip from Victoria when I was 21 with a girlfriend. The plan was to go away for 1 month to travel around Mexico. And we took a boat to, from Victoria to Seattle, I believe. And then we took a thing called the Green Tortoise bus. You can look it up. It was this hippie bus that was outfitted with like bunk beds and futons, and they'd cram young travelers on the bus, and it drove us through Oregon, and we ended up waking up in San Francisco. And then we stayed at a hostel in San Francisco and ended up meeting a guy that was from LA who had just moved to San Francisco, but he was like, you know what, I need to go back and get some stuff, so I'll drive you there. So we literally drove, and I did almost all of the driving on the coastal route, the like corkscrewy crazy road, what's it called, to at Los Angeles. And we ended up in Venice Beach Hostel. This is, I think, 92. I had met the producer, writer of Bird on a Wire. It's that movie with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn. They shot a bunch of it in Victoria and Vancouver. A bunch of us girls, if you haven't heard the story, walked past the set and we were just like, totally like blown away. It's the first time we'd ever seen a set, and in our little town. And we ended up, of course, because we were these hot little freaking girls, I think we were 16. We ended up like getting invited to do extra work on the show. So we like got permission to take school days off, and we started doing extra work on the show. I actually got to meet Mel Gibson and like sat down and talked to him for like an hour one day. And his like security guards was like, hey, and he was like, no, we're good. So I was like hanging out with Mel, really nice guy. And then I became pals with the writer, producer of Bird on a Wire. So we're in the Venice Beach Hostel, and I literally had one of these tiny little phone number book, like a little paper one. Imagine that. And I like looked up, this was years later, I looked up this guy. I knew he lived in LA somewhere, and I literally went to the payphone in the hostel and dialed his phone number all these years later, and he's like, hello? And I'm like, oh, his fucking name's Lewis. You can look it up in 2 seconds. I'm like, Lewis, it's Audra from Victoria. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at the Venice Beach Hostel with my friend. We're traveling to Mexico. And he's like, shut up, stay there, we'll come pick you up. So he shows up with Lawrence Bender, here's the story, who was literally on the verge of massive success. He ended up becoming the producer of all of Tarantino's movies. He was like a struggling artist. They were both dancers back in New York City. So Lawrence Bender and Lewis picked us up at the hostel, and we just went and partied together. I think he was in a Mercedes or something. So we had our backpacks. He's like, let's go. And it was like Christmas Eve or something like that. He owned a house on Malibu Beach, right on the beach. Living large with Lewis. He had all this beautiful art collection and this amazing house. I think his neighbor was Bruce Willis or something like that, of course. And we stayed there for a few days. He drove us to the airport and we flew on over to Guadalajara. The tiles. Hola! Look at the olive tree. I wonder if they're still drilling at my house. Look at my view. You can see the ocean in the distance. Ooh. My sweet kitchen. Oh shit, they haven't made my bed yet? Out Zipolite over there. It's complete paradise, you guys. What can I say? Whee! I could stay here forever. And I've used that yoga mat 0 times. Really, I'm gonna edit, I swear to God. What are you talking about? Hello! Look at how epic it is here. Is it me? Yeah, exactly. Any hoodles. We're almost at 4 o'clock, and if you don't know what that means, it's get the frickin' Prosecco on the rocks. We usually crack some Prosecco and watch the sunset here around that time. It's sets that are like $5.15 or something. But I'm at Heven Guest House. It's a nude-friendly resorty thing it's in Mazunte, but right on the edge of Zipolite. And I already told you that probably, but anyway, it's freaking insane if you didn't notice. And it's too beautiful, so I just thought I'd let you know I'm never coming back. And if you're looking for me, I'll be right here. All right? So let's crack the Prosecco and get this party started. What do you say? Have a great day. I'll try to. It's hard, but I'll try. Yeah! We're at Maquis, and we're trying to have dinner, but it may not even be open, so we'll find out in a sec. Look at the freaking view. I just got here, so I know nothing about it, but it's really posh. It has gorgeous art. Couchies and regular tables, and the view of Zipolite. Not so bad. Yes or yes. That fish doesn't look very happy. ¿Qué pasa? Now we're drinking the last dregs of the wine. We have an hour before our flight leaves, and we're heading on back to Puerto Vallarta. Viva Mexico! I'm just about to get on my private jet, and we are loading in the back door, so don't worry about it. That night we went out, we were exploring Guadalajara, and we ended up at a bar, and we were like drinking and dancing and like, you know, young, and we didn't have enough pesos to pay our bill. Like, that's how like green we were. And so we kind of just like walked out, left everything we had and walked out, and the dude chased us down the street, and he's like, you can't just do that. And we were like, we don't have any money. And he's like, okay, never mind. Let us go. We didn't get thrown in prison yet. We took a bus from, I think, all the way to Vallarta from Guadalajara. And this is the shit, like buses, no AC, driving in the pitch black dark down these old like Mexican highway. Like the driver would be blazing down these roads in the dark, so that just the lights are illuminating a little bit of stuff, and you'd suddenly see a sign that have an arrow going like that way, and the bus would be like, Arr! And you're like, fuck, are we gonna? But you know, back then you never think you're gonna die, so I don't think I even was scared. I would be today. And yeah, that's how we ended up in Puerto Vallarta. We get stuck in Vallarta. So instead of just traveling for 1 month around Mexico, we ended up staying in Puerto Vallarta for 5 months. Fell in love, and so my friend was with my boyfriend's best friend. And yeah, we're having a lot of fun, having a lot of sex and partying. And we kept having these goodbye dinners. We'd like book a really nice restaurant with our boyfriends, and we'd go get dressed up and go to these dinners in Vallarta. And we'd get the mariachis out singing love songs to us, and we'd be like, this is it, we're leaving. And then we'd like stay out till 5 a.m. and not get up the next day. And we'd be like, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. So anyway, that happened a few times. And then finally, after 5 months, we left. We ended up eventually in Zipolite, where I am right now. Like, someone had met us at a restaurant. They're like, oh, have you heard of Zipolite? It's a nude beach. And we're like, really? So we ended up going there. It's like this super empty, hippie, really rustic. There's a few stilt houses, and we stayed in one of those the first night. So it was like a house on stilts, like you'd imagine in like Indonesia or something. And it just had a big open entry door on the front, so the whole view, you're like right on the water's edge, so your whole eyeballs are full of the ocean. And there's like a flat like foam mattress on the floor, and that's it. We threw our bags in there, and you just like stare out at that. And then at night you could roll the door down. There was like a bamboo door you'd roll down, and bada bing bada boom. But for most of it, I think we stayed for about 2 weeks, and you could rent a hammock on the beach for $1 or $1 or something. They had a loft where you could put all your belongings and stuff, and we just have like crash in a hammock every night. It was awesome. And they have like a rope, like a piece of string on the posts by your hammock, so you could like swing yourself to sleep. And I learned how to properly use a hammock so you could sleep in it, because you have to like sit in it diagonally, and you kick out you're holding onto the back, and you kick out the other side with your heels, like you grab the hammock, and it actually becomes a flat surface. There is engineering involved when it comes to hammocks. You aren't supposed to be like a banana, just so you know. Look it up! Anyway, my legs are frickin' frying right now, but that's the story. And here I am 30 trillion years later. This is Mazunte, but like just around the bend is the beginning of Zipolite, and that's why we came, was to revisit Zipolite. And this is the only nude beach in Mexico that I know of. And yeah, it's a trip. And that was just the intro. I'm back, and it's way different now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. I have footage. I wish I had the photos from when we did our tour, because we have so many beautiful pictures of us being cuties, living in Vallarta, having the time of our lives. But thanks for listening. I gotta go dunk.